are property prices looking this year?
I think the lower price point is going to keep going up. It's just too attractive to be able to buy properties at 5% grants, which is allowing all these people that would take years to save a 20% deposit. They're lining up in droves. So quite frankly, it doesn't really matter what happens with rates at that lower price point. There's just so many buyers there. I expect in Sydney, that's under 1.5. In the rest of Australia, it's really like under 1 million. That market is going to still go strong. The rest of the market's a big question mark, and a lot's got to do with interest rates.
Try and take your real estate agent hat off for a second. Is 2026 a good year to buy or sell? What do you think?
Okay, so I think, Shervo, if you're doing it for family reasons, for lifestyle purposes, it really makes no difference because you're going to buy and sell in the same market. So I say to people, don't make a decision on real estate based on the market, make it on your life. However, if you're an investor, if you're sort of looking at opportunistic on how to, improve yourself financially through property, I would say that it is a good opportunity because what's happening is migration keeps growing, rates, I've got to tell you, they might go up, they might go down, but real estate, you marry a house, you're only dating interest rates. It's not like a big deal. Rates are going to change over and over in the decades that you've got a mortgage. But I would say investors and first home buyers, it is a great opportunity because you might find in a year or 2 years' time that 5% grant ain't going to be enough. You might need a 2.5% grant,
Of course, not everyone has a mortgage. What about the rental market?
Rental market has been a little bit better because what's happened, it's still not good. Like in Sydney forever, it's never good, right? However, a lot of these first home buyers that were renters now are no longer renting. They're buying property. So it means that there's more available for the existing tenants out there. So I would say it's not a bad opportunity versus other years.
What about buyers? Are there certain areas that you're seeing that could kind of take off this year?
Look, Shervo, price point in the state is what really matters. So some of the areas that I'd be looking at is the lower price points in Sydney, for instance, areas like Marsden Park, like you can get, it's got a population spill, good infrastructure. In South Australia, there's a suburb there, Salisbury North. That went up 61% in the last few years, I think in like about 3 years, right?
Have we missed it?
Correct,
right.
Correct. But I still think Adelaide was so cheap to start off with, it's still a good base. That's what's made Adelaide and Perth so strong. It's been so much cheaper than areas like Sydney. So I would say that. And then in Melbourne, look, Melbourne is copping the hangover over the years that what happened with political decisions, taxes and there. I would say that in Melbourne, anything you buy under $1 million is going to be reasonable if you're a long-term holder. But look at areas like Pakenham. They're close to the city, they've got good transport, and it's got a good price point.
Okay, there you go. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you so much.